What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back to a new review. Today we are checking out the latest robotic vacuum from ILIFE, and this one right here, it's called the V8S and you can find it for about $250. Now, if you've been looking around for robotic vacuums, you know that you can find some for about $150 and they go all the way up to about $1,500. So when you buy one of these cheaper robotic vacuums, of course, you have to lower your expectations a bit. So the V8S can vacuum and mop, but this vacuum wasn't intended for carpet. So you're only going to be able to use this vacuum for hard floors. So if you have like a hardwood floor, or if you have tiles or a laminate floor, then this vacuum will do fine. But if you have any type of carpets, well, this vacuum doesn't do great for carpets. That has to do with the fact that we don't have that rotating brush at the bottom of the vacuum. So if you have carpets at home, this vacuum is not gonna be great for your home. So you're better off to look at something else that has a brush at the bottom. So we're gonna start with a very quick unboxing. So in the box you're gonna find the vacuum itself, you're also gonna find the charging base. And since we are talking about the charging base, the vacuum knows how to get back to the charging base whenever it's low on power or whenever it's done a cleaning cycle. Now it depends how big your house is, but on one charge you should be able to clean your entire house because it can run on one charge for about 80 to 90 minutes, so for about an hour and a half. Now for my house, because I have a small house, the vacuum can do everything in about 45 minutes. But once again, it depends how big your house is. Whenever the vacuum gets back to its base, it will start charging right away by itself, and it takes about 4 hours to fully charge it from 0 to 100. And we're going back to that initial unboxing. So in the box you're also gonna find the mopping setup, and the mopping setup, it's basically a water bin that replaces the dust bin that we get inside the vacuum. In order for the vacuum to mop, you have to attach a mopping cloth to the bottom of that water bin, and we actually get two of those mopping pads in the box, and you can just throw them in the washing machine whenever they get dirty, and they get cleaned that way. Now, I'm not sure if we can call this mopping, because technically the vacuum just drags around the wet cloth around your floor, but I guess it's better than nothing, and at the end you can see some dirt collected on that cleaning cloth, so I guess it cleans somewhat, but it's not the best mopping out there. Also, if you have any carpets around the house, mopping it's not gonna be ideal because the vacuum doesn't know when it's mopping the floor or when it's mopping a carpet, and nobody wants a wet carpet around the house. So if you have any carpets around the house, mopping it's not ideal. And we're going back to the box once again. So inside the box you're also gonna find the remote control, you're also gonna find the replacement filter and a couple of brushes, so replacement brushes for the vacuum. So that remote control, you can control the vacuum, you can start a cleaning cycle, you can send it home, and you can even control it left, right, or anything like that. If you don't use the remote control, or if you lose the remote control, you can also control the vacuum from the built-in buttons. So you have some buttons at the top of the vacuum, and we also have a small display. From those buttons you can start or stop a cleaning cycle. You can also do the spot cleaning, and the spot cleaning, basically the vacuum starts making a circle. It starts with a small circle and it makes like a bigger circle. So let's say for example you spill something in one spot, you can just take the vacuum there and do the spot cleaning, and basically the vacuum will concentrate on one small area. You can also set a cleaning schedule for every single day of the week. So let's say that you start work at 9 a.m. in the morning. So you can set the vacuum to start cleaning by itself every day at 10 a.m. And if you have like a different schedule, you can set the vacuum to start that particular cleaning for that particular day at a different time. So let's say that some days you start at 9, you can have the cleaning starting at 10. Some days you start to work at 11, you can have the cleaning starting at 12 and so on. So by the time you come home, the vacuum finished cleaning. The vacuum itself, it's mostly made out of plastic, and at the bottom we have the two wheels that drive the vacuum around. We also have two brushes that kind of push the dirt towards the suction hole. We also have some sensors at the bottom of the vacuum, and those are there so the vacuum doesn't fall down the stairs. And of course I tried that out, and no, the vacuum it's not gonna fall down the stairs. On the front we have more sensors, and those are used so the vacuum can avoid obstacles, and if the vacuum doesn't see that obstacle, we also have like a bumper. So whenever the vacuum bumps into an object, it will stop and turn around. We also have some type of a rubberized material on that bumper so the vacuum doesn't damage your furniture. The vacuum does a pretty good job at avoiding obstacles, so between like the chair's legs or the table's legs or anything like that, but it will have trouble over wires or small objects, so for example for toys or anything like that, so those will get under the vacuum and the vacuum will get stuck on a few occasions. Now, if you run the vacuum around the house a couple of times and you watch it, you're gonna see where it gets stuck, and it's basically gonna get stuck in the same spot every single time. I noticed that with pretty much any robotic vacuum that I tried over the past couple of years. So if you make changes wherever the vacuum gets stuck, so if you add like a box there or a chair or anything like that, well, then you're sure that whenever you leave home and the vacuum vacuums by itself, it's not gonna get stuck in that spot. The cleaning algorithm for the V8S has also been improved over the V7S because I had that vacuum as well. So now the vacuum is a bit more efficient. So first it's gonna start doing the edges around the room, and then it's gonna do the inside of those edges. Now, it's not as good as a more expensive vacuum that can map the room, but I guess it's better than the V7S. So this is the main downside when buying one of these cheaper vacuums. If you buy a more expensive vacuum, those vacuums will map your entire house and they know exactly where they've been and where they haven't been. One of these cheaper vacuums don't exactly knows where it's been. So you're gonna see the vacuum going the same area twice or 3 times. My Xiaomi vacuum, for example, can finish my entire room in about 18 minutes, and this one takes about 45 minutes to do the exact same thing, and mostly because this one will go over the same area twice or 3 times because it doesn't know if it's been there already or if it hasn't. The suction power is also better than last year's V7S, and the dustbin is also bigger. So for my house, but as I said, my house is not the biggest out there, I can go for about 3 days without cleaning that dustbin. But that will be different depending on how big your house is. So to conclude this video, this vacuum is great if you have hard floors throughout the house. If you have carpets, this is not gonna be a great vacuum for you because it doesn't clean carpets that well. Now, if you want to spend more money, you can get a better vacuum that can map your house, and it's not going to go over the same area 2 or 3 times. This will also not do great if you have wires around the house or small toys or anything like that. It will probably get stuck, but a lot of vacuums do get stuck on those kind of obstacles. So this does great as an entry-level vacuum, but if you want something better and smarter, you're gonna have to spend more money. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.